this is part 34 of Ocarina of Time 3D.
3D.
And in this part, we'll begin the Scarecrow Song. We'll begin a heart piece in the lake. We'll be visiting the Skulltula House to get 2 prizes for our Gold Skulltula collection. And then we'll end with visiting the Kakariko shooting gallery and getting the Big Quiver, which holds 40 arrows. Red, take over.
Yep, we're in that.
I'm out of breath.
We're in between that in-between dungeon stage where we're going to be running around collecting items. At least it's not a ton of Skulltulas this time.
Don't sound so excited, Red, over there. Don't sound so excited. Now, I do want to say something. I ended the last part saying, this is a good thing to do as a child. You can actually only buy the magic beans as a child, so it's kind of a stupid statement, but it was not the first one, and plus, we were short on time. What I was trying to say is, like, when you can first go back as a child, it's just a good idea to buy him out right there, so we don't have to go back to him. And while you're at it, play a magic bean right there, too.
Well, especially if you have the rupees from the Mask of Truth quest, or side quests, then you're loaded.
Yeah, I was trying to say, like, go back and get them all right there to get it over with, and just, I pretty much said, it's good to do this as a child, which you can only do it as a child, But go ahead.
Nothing?
I don't
know
either.
what we're doing.
We're going
to the Scarecrow
Lake Hylia, which it's not necessary to get this for the game, but I think you actually need to get some Gold Skulltulas. It really just helps you out, like, get to areas that I know one place we could have used it on our way to the Forest Temple. There's a the secret forest like meadow where that maze is.
There's a shortcut.
There's actually a scarecrow up there that if we would have had the song, which we really should have got before we went there. You could have just gone on top of that and avoid all those big. Is it moblins?
Moblins.
Yeah, you could have gone on top and avoid all those. So it can help you in some certain areas.
We can. Now in Lake Hylia, we're gonna get a pretty awesome view.
Oh, I feel like love it. Best view in the game.
And it's one place that it feels like it hasn't really been cursed by Ganondorf. It's still pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
The lake's lower, if I'm not mistaken.
What's wrong with, Death Mountain has the cloud.
Yeah.
But what's the cloud?
Plus Goron City's kind of been cleaned out.
Okay, I can't remember really Goron City.
We'll be there here before too long.
I'm trying to remember the other areas. Like we just were in the forest, so I kind of remember what that one was like, but couldn't really remember the other areas. And but like you said, there's really no difference of enemies here, like Child Link versus Adult Link, because I think those Tektites were still here, I believe,
I think so too,
as Child Link. So,
and the big difference is, as you can see, that lake is drained.
Yeah, a little less water, and we'll find out why later on, why there's less water in that area.
It's now Hylia Puddle instead of Lake Hylia.
Hi, Lake Pond, or no, Lake Jesus Christ, sorry. That
Hylia Pond Hylia.
I'm going to set out the rest of this commentary right there. Pond Hylia is what I meant to say.
Yep. Now, the Scarecrow Song, as you mentioned, isn't required, but it is handy. We can get not only some Skulltulas, I think there's a few other perks, rupees and things like that, or like we mentioned, a shortcut we can get. So there's
Lake
something.
Pond.
Lake Pond.
Jeez.
I knew what you were going for. It's okay.
But here's where we get the view right here. We actually be climbing on top of this lavatory right here to get a heart piece. And I totally forgot.
I was going to give you props.
My feathers got ruffled right there.
Speaking of ruffling feathers, that was a great shot on that bird.
Well, like we climb that ladder right there, like it'll knock you off. Like not all the time, but a lot of times they'll knock you off. So I went ahead, got that out of the way.
It's a good shot too.
How about this view right here? Just be able to see over the whole lake. And then in the 3D remake, we've talked about this. The background was more detailed, so like you could see farther, like down Hyrule or whatever town. Oh wait, there's Termina right there.
Yeah,
there's Termina.
I think I see Rocktown over there. But it is such a beautiful view because, and we mentioned earlier talking about like climbing to the top of that tower in the.
I got you, Red. Climbed to the top of that tower earlier in.
The field.
Long
the farm. Thank you.
I was trying to help you out while you were stumbling.
Epona.
I was stumbling. You came in. You helped me out a little bit, so I got you. I had no clue. I had no clue what tower you're talking about.
Like that guard tower.
I was hoping I just talked for a little while and then you remember. And we both drew a blank, but no, Lone Range.
Because we talked about it'd be cool if you could get to the top of that little
and see all the way around Hyrule Village. Yeah. That would have been cool for the remake.
It would have been.
I would love to see some, like, those steps that, what is it? Forsaken Fortress. You get those steps that kind of go around the side.
Yep.
Like in a tower, on the inside you'll have those stairs that kind of go along the sides that twist all the way up.
Yep.
It would be cool to have that in the Long Range Tower.
It really would be. I mean, it would just be awesome. But just like that view, it's a great place. Obviously, we did since we're doing a walkthrough / whatever you want to call it, 100%.
Let's play, 100% walkthrough.
But it's a good place to just kind of stop and look around.
Oh, you're talking about Lake Hylia.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, it's the best view, I think, in the game. Just
it's
the 3D effects, it's just much more detailed than the original N64 version. And just, I mean, you're really high, and that's really the only high place you can get to.
In the lake.
In the lake. I mean, you think about Death Mountain. I mean, you can pretty much, get there, see around. Well, there's really no high place in the forest either.
No.
Now I think about it. So
if the Deku Tree would let you climb up in it, maybe.
Now that'd be cool too. Like, why is there not? Okay, now here's what I'm upset about. Why is there not a treehouse on the Great Doocy Tree? That's the perfect place to have a treehouse right there.
Maybe he gets grumpy every now and then and shakes.
Well, I mean, if people are hammering nails into me, I get grumpy too. So
it's acupuncture, man.
Yeah, you're not building a treehouse with acupuncture needles.
No, I don't think so. I don't think
so. If you do, you're falling. That place is crashing down.
Yeah, you're not like, what's that?
Maybe the worst treehouse ever.
What's that TV show like Master Treehouse Builders that's on one of the
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
we are not those guys.
No. Now, where's the nails at? I got some acupuncture nails.
Needles. Now, we're going to cash in...
Needles, I guess it would be.
Needles, yeah. We're going to cash in 2 of our rewards from the Skulltulas. The first one is the Bombchus, and it's kind of a BS.
It's a BS prize. Really, I mean, that should be like your first prize.
Yeah.
Not your 4th prize. And then once we get the heart piece right there, really the Skulltula quest becomes pointless.
It really does.
But I do actually recommend it because, like, as I said very early on, it's the first time I ever did get all 100 Skulltulas.
Yeah.
Was this playthrough right here, and it actually makes you explore some areas
it does.
You otherwise wouldn't in the game. So I highly recommend actually doing it for the exploring reasons.
Yep. I think there's only 2 places in the whole game you actually need Bombchus, and at that point, like they're
later on in the game too.
Yeah, and they're like in treasure chests there, so there's really no point.
Well, you actually get that could be the first time you get Bombchus in the game.
Yeah.
If you didn't do the Bombchu bowling alley, or if you did the Bombchu bowling alley, but didn't get the Bombchu prize. That actually could be your first time.
It could be
getting the game. So I guess at that point it would be cool, but
it would be.
Other than that, it's a BS prize.
Yeah. Now the shooting gallery is basically identical to when you did it with your slingshot.
It's just cooler with the bow.
It always. I mean, everything's cooler.
That cool Western backdrop too. I love that.
And the Big Quiver, we kind of ripped a few of the upgrades earlier. We're like, who needs 40 Deku sticks
or 40 Deku seeds too?
Yeah, but actually being able to carry 40 arrows. It's definitely a little bit better.
Because we use our bow and arrow a lot throughout the rest of the game.
We do.
Actually, in the next part, we'll be using a lot for the quest we'll be doing to get the final bottle.
Yep, but this will go ahead and wrap up part 34 of Ocarina of Time 3D.